Yo, YouTube, welcome back to another video here on the Big Finance channel. It's your boy Zay with another video. On this channel, we talk about crypto analysis, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all other altcoins, and we just, find ways to make money through trading, right? Today is Monday, March 31st, last day of the month. It's currently 6:26 a.m. We are looking at Bitcoin currently. It's sitting around $81.7 thousand. And we're just gonna go ahead and dive straight into what we're looking at. So right now it looks as though we closed the weekly, right? Previous weekly candle was bearish, indicating we are rolling down or going down. It looks as though we came and touched this 88.5K area, which is really, I'm saying, my 91K area. It looks like we didn't necessarily touch that area, but got a rejection somewhere in this range. And within this range, it looks as though we are pulling back down, coming down to test what we've developed into a mid-range, which is around 84K. We broke through 84K, which was right here, and we ended up continuing downward so far, right? That's our mid-range. Our support range I have marked off is in between 71 and 72K. That's just on the weekly time frame. Also on the monthly, we are about to close. Unless price continues, or unless price decides to flip and continue upward, looks as though we're gonna close the monthly bearish, which indicates that next month could wick down here and then continue upward. But there's honestly no telling. We can only go off what we see right in front of us. So that leads us into the question of the daily. So what's happening in terms of the intraday time frame, as well as the couple hours, and just what's happening on a day-to-day basis. So as I mentioned earlier, we have this 84K, which has been holding as support and resistance. It's been flipping between the two. I say this because this is somewhat of its first interaction here. So that's one. We have this area right here, looks to be two. We broke below this area, so we had some type of interaction there. I'll say three. I'll count this area as four. I'll count this area as five. And looks though we just created six. Excuse me. Now, price has the option to continue downward or to come back up and test this area again. If it comes back and it breaks above, then this is just a continuation of a lower high. We would have set a lower high right here, then set another one right here. Then I see us testing this 91K area. But right now I see us going downward just off of the daily candles that's being set, and as well as the 4 hour. One thing that's just like, I don't know, not giving me enough conviction to believe that price is bullish right now is, once you see a drop in this area, you typically want to see a strong, nice recovery back up and then have some type of interaction here. We did not have this. Although it was the weekend, which means that the trading volume is slower, we only had a 2% rise in 20 hours. Whereas we had, 2.5% drop within the same 20 hours, or the next 20 hours. So regardless of the fact, price isn't moving as fast and as volatile as we would like it. But since we are below this 84K range, I would have to suspect that if we come back and test this area again, we will continue lower. That's just what I'm looking at right now, because price is showing me like, okay, cool, we tried to break above it, which we did. We tried to hold above it, and we tried to continue forward, but it ultimately just led to us coming back down, testing this area, and then continuing sliding downward, right? This doesn't give me enough conviction like, all right, boom, this 84K area is used as support right now. It looks as though it's being used as resistance. If that's the case, I am targeting what I've been mentioning for a long time, around 70K, somewhere in this range, as a good potential buy zone. If If we scroll over here and just look at it once more from the daily perspective, we can see that, like I mentioned, we have had 4 consecutive days, really 3 consecutive bearish closes. Right now, if price was to close right now, this will be the 4th, but it is a new day. It's Monday. It's the start of a new trading week, for real. So we're going to see how price decides to interact. With that being said, we're going to look at the S&P 500, and we can see that we have tried to break above this 5.6K area. We were able to do that, but we weren't able to hold. We just engulfed all these daily candles of support, which is indicating a bearish sign, at least in the short to medium term time frame. So we broke back below this area. So I do see us targeting 5.4K next. It's going to be key to see how price opens up today. We also have a little bit tired, excuse me. A little bit tired. But yeah. We have Ethereum coming back and testing support right now in this zone. We have Doge coming back, testing, same thing. If price in Bitcoin breaks below, if it breaks downwards, then I do see all altcoins continuing to drop as well. I do see the S&P. Well, I don't see the S&P doing anything, honestly, besides coming down and testing its next area at 5.4K. So long story short, it's just a waiting game. I always say it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game. We want to see what price does, and we want to react off that. So I think I'm done yapping for the day. Y'all have a great week. It's Monday. Make the most of this. March is never gonna be on March 2025 again, so make the most of it. All right. See y'all later. I'm gone.